What?
I just had a visual. I just had a
It was a
visual.
lot.
I had a visual.
He's proud of it.
Hold on. Turn me on.
I tried my best, Hank.
I know.
Just
I know.
wasn't cut out for it.
I'm sure you did. I'm sure you tried. Good morning, boys and girls. How are you?
Hi. Oh, we are one day before the weekend, one day before graduation weekend in my house. So it
Wow.
is utter chaos around here.
Wow. You've got company coming. And
And you've looked upstairs. It's not good.
well, it's time.
What time? No one has any time around here. We're getting things ready to go before we go away. Also, it's just kind of a lot of moving parts right now. And I love our J1s. I really do. They're like immediately part of the family. But
Mhm.
now I'm driving them to work every morning. So we chat about
Right.
their day. Hi, extra kids.
Right. Just what I need. More. I'm getting one out of the house. I get 2 more coming in.
Totally. And I'm here for it. I am from a big family. My mom has
Right.
8 sibs. My
Mhm.
dad has like 13. It's just constant chaos of
Right.
people.
Yeah. So it doesn't
So-
bother you.
I'm so utterly unfazed by the sheer amount of people. I know most people are like, how do you deal with that? I'm used to it. I don't know any other way.
Right. Right.
And so I'm picking up my brother this afternoon and then my oldest daughter this evening. And we just had like just a really good friend chat last night
Oh, good.
about random stuff. And I was like, I really do miss you.
Mhm.
It's funny when you're away from him for so long. And then
Right.
you're like, oh, you are a real person. I do miss you.
Even though you work for Fox. But a weather guy.
Oh, my
he's,
brother.
He's not a news guy. He's a weather guy.
He's a very funny guy, actually.
Right.
So, but when he
You'd have to have a sense of humor to work over there.
when he gets together with my daughter, they're immediately 2 teenage girls.
Oh, gee.
Like, I'm gonna have to yell at them to be quiet. I already know it. And they're
Oh, boy.
bunking in Lily's room.
Oh, boy.
So she's got a dorm room set up in her bedroom right now. It's hysterical.
Where's
It's-
Lily going to go? She's going to be there too?
She's gonna be in the mix also.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So basically, it looks like a little orphan Annie in there.
Mm-hmm. That's cool. But
It's
Lily
a hard
with a...
knock life.
That's all right. Lily with a sister and an uncle, right?
Yes.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
They're hysterical, all of them together. And I'm really looking forward to spending some time with the fam this weekend. And taking a little time off of work, but I'm still working. So
Of course.
I will see you Friday night in P-Town. My P-Town PTO dances are one of my favorites.
Mhm. The tea dances?
No, the kids.
Oh, the kids.
Yeah. So I do the grade schools. This year they separated the 2 dances. So they had the older kids dance separate. Because
Okay.
normally what they do is they book me for a period of time and then they have the little kids dance. And then the little kids have to leave and then the big kids come.
Well, because you can't have the big kids and little kids together because...
It's just very different in that
Right.
swath of kindergarten to 8th grade.
Yeah.
In my 8th graders this year, I have been DJing since they were kindergartners. So last 2 weeks ago when I was there, I was like, oh, you're going to real high school?
Oh, boy.
It was really like, oh, Shakira, you have a good time at Nauset.
Wow.
My babies are all growing up. So now I'm growing the new generation of babies and they're just fun.
Mhm.
They like to run around. We do the limbo. I bring out the little box of prizes and everybody gets a little prize for doing freeze dance and flash dance and silly face dance. I love it. It's absolutely makes my heart happy.
Good.
So if you've got kids, little ones, and you need a DJ, I'm your girl. I think our microphones are working today, so
Yeah.
that's good. Good morning, Michael Anthony.
Hello, Michael Anthony. How is you?
I'm very excited to take my ride with Bella Luxury Transportation.
Oh, you're going to get to ride in the new car.
I am.
Oh, you're going to get to ride in the new car before we will. I've seen the new car.
Yeah,
The new car is unfriggin' believable.
I'm pumped for it. I'm
Yeah.
pumped to go away.
Right.
So riding away from this house in luxury is going to make my heart very happy. Good morning, Mari.
Hello, Mari.
Yeah, so thank you very much, Michael. I'm looking forward to jet setting with you.
Mhm.
Windows are all smoked out. Look at him. We're going to look very important as we're being dropped off to the airport. So thank you.
Right. And he's got snacks and all kinds of things. It's really cool.
I know. Good morning, Miss Emily. She has been working overdrive right now as we come into market season. New month is right around the corner, so we've got prizes to give away. If you play any of our games with Lemonadio, we have a monthly prize. And this month we have 2 passes to the Levitate Music Festival. It's a
Very
3-day
cool.
music festival. And we'll give those away. We've got one more show tonight, and then that's it. We'll give them away on Friday. And then we start a whole new month. We've got a family 4-pack of box seats to the Red Sox.
Very nice.
So we'll have that for the month of June as our giveaway. Also, if you want to enter Birthday Club, you can find that Stephanie in the Morning on Facebook. And throw your hat in the ring. We teamed up with Brenda's Cakes for All Occasions, and she is actually up for an award of Best of.
Really?
Final days for voting for this round of Best of are tomorrow.
So we vote for you and we vote for Brenda.
Please do. There's a bunch of other great friends that we've got, but yeah, obviously we would love your vote. Lemonadia would love your vote. I would love your vote for Person of the Year, whatever that means.
Yeah, you can't have a Man of the Year or a Woman of the Year anymore. It's the Person of the Year.
Person
right?
of the Year, and I would love to be nominated.
Sometimes it just doesn't sound. It just sounds silly, like Select Board.
Right.
They need another name. Someone they have to get together and come up with another name. I don't know what it is. Governing Council, Town Council is a different thing. But I mean, Select Board. It just sounds dumb.
I know.
And a select person. I don't know.
I'm all for giving it a new name anyway, because what exactly do those people do anyway? I don't know. I know they do a lot,
Yes,
but I need to know exactly what you're doing back there.
But they're on the board and they've been selected.
Right. Like, what does that mean? Is that actual work? Good morning, Miss Victoria. Are you doing some wellness programming with us? I know that She Rises has her Go Girl that just came out. There's a new program, and Mashpee Rec just put out their email with Victoria's fabulous program. Victoria, feel free to drop it in the chat if you're looking for something to do with some girls this summer that is going to empower them, educate them, put them in a room full of mentors, and uplift them. And I love the fact that she's doing it after the half-day programs.
Oh,
So
good.
it's like parents that have to work all day
Right.
and can only, put their kid in a half-day thing. This program picks up in the afternoon. So it's a nice full day marriage of 2 programs together. So you get the whole day without, breaking the bank. I know you're making it really affordable, Victoria. And I think that that's so important because moms and dads right now is so stressed out. What are you going to do with the kids? And then you're leaving them at home and then you worry.
Yeah, I don't know how. I mean, obviously, when I grew up,
Camp is expensive.
Yeah, it is. I mean, when I grew up, our mothers were home,
Mm.
or somebody's mother was home. And, I know it's a cliche and I know you've
I was a
seen it.
latchkey kid. I turned out okay.
Yeah, you did. But we would be at after we'd have breakfast, mom would say, out you go.
Oh, yeah.
Come back when the street lights come on.
Yeah.
And honest to God, that's what they did. And you ended up at somebody's house for lunch, and you never really screwed up in the neighborhood because you knew somebody's mom was watching.
That is true.
And if you did something stupid, she got on the phone with your mom, and you'd get home and you get help from your mom, and then she'd tell you to sit right there, wait till your father gets home.
Mm-hmm.
Honest to God, that's what happened. That's not a cliche.
Nope, it is true. I was raised by the woods. We hung out in the woods
Mhm.
because nobody's parents could see us out there.
The woods of Attleboro.
Yes.
Wow.
Well, I lived down by where, I don't know if you know where Fred Bartek and Fred Huff were.
Oh, yeah.
Down in that area. So
God bless Fred Bartek.
I know, right? Good guy. But I lived in the middle of the woods, literally.
Yep.
Like we had 4 acres of woods that just went all the way back to like swamplands.
Mhm.
So the amount of trouble we would just get in by, making forts and digging in the dirt and climbing trees and falling down and doing dumb stuff.
And you didn't hurt yourself.
Not much.
And let me guess, you didn't wear a helmet either,
I didn't.
or knee pads,
Nope.
or shin guards,
No.
or anything like that. And you're fine.
We're fine.
You survived.
I know. I don't know how though. When I look at some photos for the questionable behavior, I'm like, why you put me on the back of a motorcycle with no shoes on? Like no helmet, no nothing.
Because that's what we
My
did.
parents riding around with a Jeep, no top, no seat belts. I'm like, how did we live? I don't know.
We survived.
We did.
Honestly, when I think my younger brother,
Yeah.
when my mom and dad had my younger brother, they would put him in the back seat with me. mean, I didn't have a seatbelt or anything. And there was this little bassinet with legs, and they just standing in the back seat
Yeah.
and drop him in. He was fine. As far as I know, he's fine. Seems to be a good guy after all these years.
We've gotten better over time for sure. Oh, Emily
Nice.
said, check out our new newsletter. It's coming out. June's will be out soon with a hidden secret word. First person who finds it gets a secret prize.
Ooh.
Right? I know nothing about this, so I love that you've taken on this initiative. This sounds like a Cliff thing.
The hidden secret word. Yeah, that sounds like a Cliff thing.
Totally. Well, we just picked a date for our first Feud Live. It is a live game show. And we're going to be looking for you to send us your videos. 1 minute on why you're quote unquote family, because we're saying whatever you choose is your family. 5 people that are on your team to compete. And we are working on some great prizes right now. If you've got a business and you think that you've got an awesome prize that might go fun with our Family Feud Live, we're going to be doing it over at 10 Pin in August. And more to come on that, because I'm really excited to do this Feud Live. It's definitely going to be amusing.
Kind of like Family Feud.
Yes, but I think that's protected.
Yeah, true.
So it's just Feud Live.
Feud Live. Okay.
Yes, but it is exactly like Family Feud. Only we're not going to use their Family Feud questions.
Okay.
We have teamed up with the Enterprise, and they do all these kinds of polling of where the best of this is, and who's got the best of that. So we're going to use their data by real Cape Codders. Because sometimes you ever watch the Family Feud and you're like, who are the 100 people that they asked this stupid question to?
Yeah, who said that?
I've never heard of these stupid things before. It was foolish. So we're going to have actual real-time Cape Cod people data on the questions that we're going to be asking.
Very nice.
I know. So it'll be, I feel like, a real response to something that might be a question that is real people on Cape Cod. Like real fans of Boston.
Right.
I saw an article today as we're coming into the Stanley Cup finals, and obviously we're not in it.
We're not in it, no.
However, number one, it ranked hockey fans in Boston was number one.
Oh, yeah. Hockey fans are hardcore.
It was Boston, followed by Pittsburgh, Detroit, to St. Louis, and something in there. But yeah, without a doubt, we have the most rabid fans in New England.
I mean, years ago, and again, I'm dating myself, years ago when the Bruins were awful, just awful, the Bruins would sell out the Boston Garden, 13,909 every night, and they were terrible. But everybody went to the game anyway. Seems like I'm walking down memory lane today, talking about back in the day when, and you can never forget that number, that the attendance was always 13,909.
You're the sports guy in this group anyway.
Okay.
I don't know now. Sports.
All right.
Speaking of sports, I heard the Rory McIlroy situation. There's a little debacle over there. Apparently dating a CBS reporter, but they're not dating, but they're dating.
Yeah, they're kind of friends, but they're not. And I mean, his whole divorce thing sort of came out of left field.
There's a lot of messy divorces going on right now.
Yes.
Rory McIlroy. I guess the Zach Brown divorce is heating up.
Oh, the Zach Brown divorce. I didn't know about the Zach Brown divorce.
Oh, it's so bad. He had to petition his wife. He filed a lawsuit and also filed a restraining order because she is posting stuff on Instagram about what a bad husband he was, etc. So now he's, basically claiming that she's ruining his reputation, even though I feel like the acts that you did were ruining your own reputation. Either way, he's filing a restraining order on his ex-wife.
And who initiated the divorce, him or her?
I think it was her.
Oh, yeah, because he was
philandering all about town.
I mean, you can't be surprised when any of those guys get
just
caught
a lot of messy divorces going on.
Yeah. And then there's Jen and Ben or whatever.
Don't look here.
What's going on there? Really, I'll put my ring on and pretend we're married for this event and this photo shoot. Then I'm going to take it off.
Well, I'd like to talk about a lovely marriage that really just makes my heart smile every time I see pictures of them. And it's Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively.
Oh, yeah, they're great.
I love them to pieces. And Ryan Reynolds was talking about parenting. And he said, anxiety, it's what keeps me going. I'm actually thankful for it. It's a gift. He's such a naturally funny human being. And I
Yes.
feel like these type of people are born to raise other human beings because you don't take yourself so seriously. And it's good to talk about the things that upset you the most, that scare you the most. Our question of the day today is, do you forgive? Do you give people a second chance? And I've had a recent opportunity to give somebody a second chance and truly give somebody a second chance.
And how did it work out for you?
Fine. It's going well right now.
Good.
And there's a lot of doubt when someone crosses you or crosses a boundary or does something that you're like, I can't even believe I'm in the same room as this human being. And it takes a lot. And there's a lot of really thoughtful responses today to our question. So I'm thankful that we've got so many great listeners that have a moment to spend to give us actual true responses, not jerk responses. The social media gets to be a lot sometimes.
Really? You think?
I had a wonderful experience over the weekend at the Mashpee Farmers Market where a woman came up to me and she said, I'm in marketing and I truly enjoy your social media.
Well, that's nice.
Like she said, what do you do? Do you have a service? Do you do whatever? And I said, I wake up and I brain dump. Like I'll wake up with 4,000 billion things on my mind. And then I'll see, okay, what do I need help with putting this somewhere in my brain? Or, I'm curious. Let's ask everybody else's opinion on this because I'd like to know. So it is not something that I get a service for or, plan ahead of time. It literally is. I wake up in the morning and I'm like, let's ask everybody this, or I feel this way today.
It's hard for those of us who have worked in the business for a long time or a very long time to get a service. Because a couple of times with the marketing we do from Mari Center Plus Today Real Estate, it'll be somebody will call, it'll be suggested, or Mari will say, "Why don't you just get somebody to do that?" And I'm like, you know what? No.
Yeah, well, because I feel like it should be more personal than something that you're just slapping up an advertisement for.
Yeah.
I feel like you need to truly engage people if you want that return response, right?
Right.
I mean, if you're just doing it because you need people to know what your specials of the day are, that's one thing.
Yeah.
Everybody's business and everybody's way of connecting is totally different. So in some cases, yeah, service might work for you. But for me, that's not going to fly. This is what I do for a living. Talk to people.
That's one of the reasons why I don't like AI.
Yeah.
One of the things everybody says is, and they say it a lot in the real estate business, because a lot of realtors aren't marketers, just use AI and put a bunch of stuff in and it'll write the copy and blah, 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 blah. Copy that AI comes up with lots of times sucks.
Yeah, but you can take that
and I find myself, but that's the point. By the time I pump the stuff in, it comes out, I fix it. I could have written it and moved on to something else.
I like it only because it gives me ideas on things that I can do myself. I think that's where people are falling short. Instead of copying, pasting, and moving it over, I'll punch it in like, I've got this idea, this idea, this idea. Like you literally use it as a brain dump. Here it is.
Yeah.
And then it'll spit back some things that I'm like, oh, I never thought of that. Thank you.
Right.
And then I'll go with what I need to write about. So I love it for idea prompting.
Yeah, I guess.
But I definitely would not use that. And by the way, if you're writing that and using that copy and paste method on your blogs, you're going to see your numbers go down because they're detecting AI in all of SEO searches now. So you're doing yourself not a favor in that space. Really take the time to write it out yourself for sure.
People will use and we've done it to see what would happen. We'll use AI if you've listed a property and you want to write a description for the MLS listing, and you put all the stuff in, and then AI spits it out, and you read it and you go, no, that's not this house.
Yeah, that's not going to work for your business in that space.
That's not going to work.
No.
So then you end up, like I said, / and it's like, I could have written this thing.
Right. Victoria, I love your response. Forgiveness is everything. It's a critical step to freedom. Yeah, it is. And Jeff Buttrick, Jesus did. Absolutely. So we're trying, okay? We're trying to be better humans. It doesn't always work that way. Good morning, Kristen. Thanks for joining us. Tori, Deborah, and Lynn. Lynn Brederson, what are you cooking up today in your kitchen? Inquiring minds want to know.
Yes.
I don't even know what I'm going to feed people this weekend. I'm so behind on my organization at this point.
Well, you could go to the farmer's market. Oh, it's probably too late. on Sunday and get vegetables and stuff. But that's
Yes.
going to be too late.
I'm really looking forward to this weekend. I got bad news about our scallops. We're going to have to wait just one more week.
Oh no.
I know she is struggling finding help. And I think everybody is in this space of where do I get people to do a certain job? I know that it's really just difficult, especially in the part-time sector, to get somebody to do something for a small amount of time, 10 hours. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Rather than a full-time job. It's just really difficult finding a thing that fits the right person. And I think that that's what our problem is right now in the restaurant industry, is finding the right people for that job.
Yeah, I think you're right.
It's not necessarily a numbers game. It's just finding the perfect staff member, right?
Right. And the restaurant business is a great place for people who are looking to work limited hours and make kind of sort of decent money. It's a great spot. I mean, people have worked for years in the restaurant business and done quite well.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, our Irish family and Meg and Logan, I mean, we're all restaurant people, and you know, it's great. It's a lot of work. People can be really
It's a ton of
idiots.
work,
It's a
and
ton of work, but
I suggest everyone doing some time in service. I feel like it just makes you able to talk to people.
right.
You can deal with money and count that back. I feel like it's just all around, and we've talked about this before, just a really good space to start your first job in.
Right. Like a good bartender
Yeah.
will make a really good real estate agent.
Yeah.
Because a good bartender is a good conversationalist.
Knows your name, knows your order, knows how to chat with you.
Knows how to chat with you. Beautiful. I mean, I
Right.
can't tell you the number of times we've been places and Mari has ended up saying to the bartender, have you ever thought about real estate? Here's my card.
Do we have enough real estate agents out there? Maybe one to work for you for sure.
Right. Somebody to work with us. But
I actually enjoyed a night out this week. After I did a work thing, I was asked to judge a finale for a karaoke competition.
oh, really?
So Tuesday night, I was out over at Liam McGuire's.
Mhm.
It was the finale of this 8-week-long competition that had been going on. So it was the best of the best that was there.
Yeah.
And really well done. I got a shout out to Rory and everybody over at Liam McGuire. Speaking of restaurant staff, absolutely phenomenal job. The judges were myself, Luke from Crooked Coast, Luke Voss, and Ralph from over at Bad Martha, the manager. And we just had an absolute blast. It was joyful. It was fun. It was supportive.
It's great.
And the winner won $1,000, and she
Wow.
traveled from the vineyard every single week of this competition
Wow.
to sing
Very cool.
at Liam McGuire's. So she probably just paid herself back for ferry fare,
Right.
but it was such a wonderful night out, and the place was absolutely electric, and it was packed, and we had a really good time. So it was really nice to be out at a space that was just so supportive.
Mm-hmm.
It's
That's
been a
really
while
cool.
since you've been around an entire restaurant just full of people cheering you on, even
Right.
when you're bad.
Although at that point, you didn't get to hear the bad ones.
Oh, no, there was plenty of bad left.
Oh, there was plenty of
I
bad
think
left.
that they sprinkled them in.
Oh, okay. Kind of like on American Idol when they do the auditions, and you say to yourself, "Why did they do this to Katy Perry and company?"
Well, it was like a week over week over week. So you can't have all the winners every single week. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
okay.
Like if you're already in, like this is what's left this week. And then they also had if you wanted to try to get back in the final competition, the first half an hour was people singing their way to try and get back into the top 10.
Oh, okay.
So one was chosen from that to
Mhm.
compete. And he actually, he did a really good job that night.
Good.
And I think he was maybe 75.
Good for him.
I loved it. He was great.
All singing Irish songs, or did it make any difference?
No, didn't matter what it was. In
Okay.
fact, one of their rounds, they had to spin the wheel and pick a song.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, they were crazy songs like YMCA and Mambo Number 5 and fun, silly ones that you're like, oh boy, what is this going to look like?
Did they-
Somewhere over the rainbow.
Did they have the words?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
karaoke. So you've got the words, you've got
okay,
the tune.
karaoke. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So, I mean, it was just really, really fun. And the audience was singing along and we were singing along and dancing. It was just a really nice night to be out.
God, Mambo number 5.
Right?
Wow.
A little bit of Lou Bega in your life. I loved
Wow.
it.
Whatever happened to Lou
I
Bega?
don't know. He was a one-hit wonder.
Yes, thank God.
Definitely on one of our playlists for music bingo. If you're looking for something to do, we've got events on cape.com. Follow us. And our new group is growing. We're about at 1,000 people in our group. It grows every single day by leaps and bounds. And this is a place where you can just offer any sort of thing that is going on. Any flyers you've got, church suppers, kids events, things that are going on the Cape. I'd love the pulse of what is happening for true Cape Codders.
Mhm.
And it's a nice place for people that are visiting to join us as well. Poor Hank is still wrestling with seasonal allergies.
Oh my gosh, I'm hoping this rain is going to knock it down. But,
That's it. That's what when I had the rain this morning, I was like, go away, pollen,
oh
go
my
away.
goodness. I still feel like when I'm on the air, all of a sudden I go, 12-year-old boy.
And a lot of people are dealing with like that soupy hungover feeling because it's pollen.
Oh, it's awful.
Yeah.
It's awful. I think that's one of the things Mariana's wrestling with right now is
Yeah.
she had an awful headache and sinuses, and she doesn't feel good, and she seems to catch everything anyway.
Hit up the Clarendon Cloud, everybody. It's what you need.
Yep.
Hey, Jenny, what's going on? Kerry, how are you? We love our J1s in the house. We absolutely love them to pieces.
I haven't met them yet. What time do I have to be here?
Like 6:30.
Okay.
They got 2 jobs.
Good for
They're
them.
looking for a third right now. Hardest working girls I've ever met in my life.
Wow.
Cordy and Tiffany, I love them. Their personalities are fabulous, and they they'll just hang out with us, sit and have dinner with us. It's comfortable. So good matchmaking this year, Carrie. Nice job.
Maybe 6:30 I can get here because you know what? I finally got the Dunkin' Donuts app.
Oh, there you go.
And I just put my order in. It's the same order every day, and
it's just Dunkin' now.
It's just using the.
I know.
I'm just using the app. I'm going in and picking up my little coffee and my little sandwich, and I'm walking out. I'm not putting up with the drive-through line. That's for dang sure.
That one, yes.
Yep. And with the tourists coming, the people who will walk in and they've like never been in a takeout restaurant, never mind a Dunkin' Donuts.
Why does that happen?
And they stand there, and it's like, this is a coffee and donut place. What's so hard about this? I don't understand why there are still people out there who seem like they've never been. It happens in McDonald's. It happens in Wendy's. It happens any kind of takeout place. They just don't know what to do.
I think it might be a good conversation to have as we're walking into summer, where we're going to have it's going to be extra people-y out there. And I just urge you to be mindful of the space around you. I witnessed a maybe 20-person beer line this week. And this one woman, can I have a sip? Can I have a taste of that?
No.
Can I have a taste of that?
No.
Can I have a taste of that? With no reference for the ginormous line behind her. Did not care one iota.
And she was sampling the beer.
Sampling and blocking the whole counter. And I was just like, do people just not, or they just don't care? It's like, I waited in line and I'm going to take as long as I want to take up here. I don't know what I was raised to like, just not be a problem. Like, just get in and get out, like be not seen.
You must think you're really, really special if you can do that.
Or, I just don't understand the mentality. Like, I really do not understand it.
Where were you that there was this beer line?
Where else was I? Knockabout.
Oh, okay. At the farmer's market?
Yeah. I'm going to have a sip of this. And shout out to the bartenders who are so patient and kind and working around this woman. I'll take you behind over here. We can try and get this line moving.
I wonder if that was the same lady who came up to me later and said, I thought this was a farmer's market. I don't see any vegetables.
Well, that's right. Well, you should have been here earlier when we had vegetables and sold out.
Who was oblivious?
And it's also June. Think about the vegetables that are grown right now.
Right.
We're doing our best.
Oh, I can't.
Kelly, was she drunk? No, she was holding a baby. This woman was like taking up space.
Yeah, she must think she's special.
No, she was not, Kelly. Just say no. Good morning, Jackie. Good morning, Lisa. Thank you for joining us.
At some point, the serving staff has got to say, you know what? Did people behind you? Can we pour a couple beers here?
Lauren makes me laugh over there. Shout out to Lauren at Oplaces, who is just a fabulous entertainer at our
And I'm sorry,
market.
and I'm sorry, Lauren, I didn't come over and talk to you last week. She sent me a little comment saying you were there and you didn't come and talk to me.
Right?
I will this week. Okay, I promise.
She said, "Oh, look at Hank using technology, downloading the app, He's getting there."
I can do some things. I'm not that bad.
I'm not trying knockabout. Sounds like narcissist. That woman, I just no reverence for her surroundings, just no oblivion, live in a blend of oblivion. Carrie, also good morning to
I hope
you.
she ordered something finally.
I don't even know if she did. She probably just sipped it all and then was like, me. Because that's the Karen I put. I'm sorry if you're a Karen. I don't mean to. I'm trying to move away from referencing people as such.
But if you sample so many, then all of a sudden it just like your stomach just can't take it. Because there's a lot of different flavors and versions of stuff that Knockabout has.
Yeah.
And if you try this, that, and the other thing, and they're all a little different, at some point your stomach goes,
I don't think
so. No, I'm done.
no, thank you.
Nope.
So yeah, I've got a lot of things, moving pieces coming into the house this week, and my house is a jump. And you this morning had realistic cleaning tips.
Yes.
Which I was like, okay, Hank, lay it on me. Are they realistic, or is this another one of those listicles that were like, this is dumb, this is dumb, this is dumb, this is useless? Why did I read this?
Nope. This is a realistic guide to cleaning your house.
Lay it on me, man, because I need
betterreport.com. So here's what you do. Essentially, what they're suggesting is you divide all the cleaning stuff up. Okay. So you start with the quick cleaning chores to do every day.
Okay.
All right. That's make the bed when you get up. Mari makes the bed when she gets up.
It's not even on my radar of chores I have to do.
And we have throw pillows. And she gets mad. I said, well, you said they were throw pillows. And she has to line them up and just put them up there. At any rate, sweep the kitchen floor, clean and wipe down the table, all those sorts of things. Okay. That's what you do every day. Then there's weekly stuff.
Okay.
Which is, for example, wipe away the splatters from the interior of your microwave. Clean the refrigerator. Take out the trash and recycling. Hopefully you're taking the trash out more than once a week. Dust, do things like that. Then there are monthly tasks, like clean your dishwasher.
I don't. Okay.
We finally, it should be coming today. We ordered some of those dishwasher cleaner things.
Oh, okay. Like jet, whatever.
Yeah, because our dishwasher's a little old.
Yeah.
And it's like, hopefully we don't have to get a new dishwasher.
She's acting funky. Let's give her a treatment.
Right. Do your wash bathroom rugs to avoid musty smells. Scrub the bathtub and the shower. That's only a once a month thing. Wow. Wipe ceiling fans to collect the accumulated dust. And then every 6 months, wash your pillows, clean your washing machine.
Yeah, that gets gross.
Launder furniture slip covers. Wipe dust from blinds and clean your gutters.
Oh.
So divide it into
so easy, Hank.
Various tasks. Isn't that easy? Doesn't that sound so easy?
Right. Easier said than done. Because it's not this week, it's maybe next week. And then it becomes
said than done. Boom, boom.
My weekly tasks are my monthly tasks, and my monthly tasks are my biannual tasks.
Just add it to your calendar. You've got to.
Sheila says, Hank, you're reminding me of how dirty my house actually is right now.
Well, you can't clean it all at once. Just divide up the tasks and, either that or get a cleaning lady, one or the other.
That's where we're at right now. I was like, I wonder how fast I could get a new cleaning lady onboarded. Selma, I need you tomorrow.
We have a cleaning lady. She's wonderful. I think we've had her for like 15 years. She just rolls in. And if sometimes I feel like I got to do some stuff around here because Maria's here.
See, and if you listen to Selma when she was on the show, she said, don't do that. Cleaning ladies like to feel like they've done something after they've left.
Oh, Maria yells at me.
Yes.
Don't
do it.
Maria's Brazilian and she yells at me because all of a sudden I'm doing, you just stop doing it.
You don't want to make a Brazilian woman mad. You don't.
No,
so.
She's lovely. And like I said, we've been working with her for a very long time. But if she shows up, I got to stop whatever I'm doing.
Yeah, you better.
Yeah.
I saw that David Berkowitz was up for parole. How is that even possible? The son of Sam Killer was up for parole.
Wow.
He was denied it, by the way. The man's 70 years old.
Yeah. No, you're not getting help, pal.
Yeah, I don't think even at 80, 90, like what is he going to do?
Yeah, that's a not forgive.
No.
No.
It was curious to me how that even was a possibility that he would be up for parole.
I suppose after a while you can always ask. You can
Was it
always
just
be
because
told
the
no.
laws weren't as stringent at that time?
No, I think after a while you can ask for parole after you've served so much of your life sentence.
Yeah, but I mean, given what we now know about serial killers, that's
Yeah.
not something you can rehab yourself out of.
No.
It's
No.
just what you
It's
do,
what you are. Yeah.
right?
Yeah. You don't let a serial killer out. No.
I was going through my
Well, just like
emails.
Charles Manson, you know,
Yeah,
let Charles
right?
Manson out.
No,
Yeah,
we're good.
He's probably too old to do. Well, see, but you're not sure. I was going to say probably too old to do
100%.
anything, but you're not sure.
But they don't know anything different. Like they
No.
cannot help themselves. It's just
No.
not going to be something that they changed. Well, I was going through my things today. I fell into this trap. I was looking, somebody sent me something yesterday and they were like, check your junk mail.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay. So I checked my junk mail and it was actually there. But then I started looking at the things that were in my junk mail.
Mm-hmm.
These scams. Can we talk about some of them, please?
Oh, absolutely.
Because
Please do.
I was thoroughly amused by the things that were running into my junk mail. And all of these, my donation for you. Hello, my name is Mrs. Alicia Rita Morales Arroyo. I have heart and lung cancer and soon I will die. I would like to donate my fund of $2.5 million to you. So I will not leave it with my bank after I'm death. You will do it with charity work on my behalf. And I hope I can trust you with this by my whole heart. Thanks. And I hope to hear from you. Yours faithfully, Mrs. Alicia Rita Morales Arroyo. Oh, well, I feel like I have to help her. But no, these get better. Greetings. We've got an offering of corporate support for you. We've got $2.5 billion. All you have to do is sign up for this. Best regards, Mr. Morris Jansen. Sounds reputable, right?
Mm-hmm.
Urgent, dear friend. I am a banker and I want to transfer $7.5 million into your bank account. No risk. Just give me your name, your nationality, your age, occupation, your phone number, and then get back to me before I delete you. Oh,
Wow.
well, thanks, Mr. Joseph Maloff. I better get back to you right away. This one's also for a demand. They want $12.5 million from me. This one's a payment from an assistant program. This one's from a nurse, Melissa.
Uh-huh. Well, then it must be legit if it's
Good
from
day
a nurse.
to you. Oh, it gets even better. I'm Nurse Melissa, and I'm writing to you on behalf of the Reverend Sister Martina Rose, an Italian citizen, but served at the Cathedral de Espiritu Cote d'Ivory here. She's 67 years old and suffering from chronic urinary tract cancer. I've never heard of urinary tract cancer, but
No.
from all indications, her condition is really deteriorating. And it's quite obvious that she might not live any more than 2 months after her next surgery, which is scheduled to be held in the UK with her personal physician that said she might not live for more than 2 months. And she's very scared about it. And she asked me to write you this urgent message so that you can contact her back quickly. But please try and contact her back quickly because she might die.
Go back to the Espiritu, whatever it is. Say that
Yes.
again.
The Espiritu Abidjan Cote d'Ivoire.
I don't even think that makes any sense.
None. But thanks, Nurse Melissa Cohn, Cancer Department, General Hospital, Chu Dakota, Coast, West Africa.
Of course.
But we need to discuss the 2.9 million euros she wants for her missionary and charity work.
Right. I got a call the other day, an unidentified number. It said like Waldham or something. And it was the Boston Globe
Oh,
telling me that my online subscription, to the Boston Globe, had been suspended because my credit card information was inaccurate. And if they would tell me what my credit card was, I would immediately be reinstated.
oh, okay. Sounds good.
I had just finished reading the sports page on the Boston Globe online.
I'm fine.
And I'm like, are you kidding me?
right?
Thanks very much.
Thanks, but no thanks. Another one actually came
But how many people would fall for a call like that?
Absolutely. This one came from my friend Sandy, and it sounds so legit where she got this message, and where EverSource, they said all of the right things, even had her account number
Yep.
and left her a phone number. We're going to shut you off. So she calls it back and it's like, it sounded very legit because I called it myself.
Mhm.
Make a payment right here. It doesn't even say to what. I was like, oh my God, that is not real. She's like, and then I called EverSource and they're like, no, you paid your bill. Like, you're fine.
Yeah.
But so she gave me the phone number and everything. She was like, it's scary. So I called it and I was like, please just watch out for scams.
Right.
Just remind yourself why on earth would this sounds ridiculous. It is ridiculous. Don't click on these things. All of these things, by the way, had attachments.
Of course.
Download this, download that. And if you're not paying attention and you're like, what the hell is it that they're trying to send me? Because my latest proposal came in these are my work emails. I have a business proposal for you. Great. Oh, $41.7 million. Just call me. Oh, okay. Sounds reputable.
Right.
So please watch out for those things and don't inadvertently click on anything. And all of these were, by the way, in my work junk mail.
Right. Right.
I'm like, what?
And the
Why?
more official it sounds, the more likely it's a scam.
Yeah. That EverSource one, though, got me good.
Yeah. I mean, the thing that surprised me about the Boston Globe was how did they know I had a Boston Globe subscription?
Right.
I mean, that's what was nutty. I mean, because you just can't like circle dial and tell everybody your Boston Globe subscription has been
You're on
hung
a
up
list somewhere.
somewhere.
Yep.
Yeah. Data breach, data breach, data breach.
Happens all the time.
That
And then
we
they
don't-
don't talk to us about it.
Exactly. That we don't hear about lots of times.
Mhm.
You know, because they say they caught it quickly and shut it down and blah, blah, blah. They haven't. It's crazy.
Watch out, people. All right. So we've got our farmers market coming up this Sunday. We've got extra people on board. Our big date for our pot party, our Power of Produce. This is going to be, you can bring the kids, sign them up for a summer long they get these little tokens and they get to go pick out a fruit or a vegetable. And that is Mariana's first day, June
Yes.
23rd.
Yep.
Kids will be out of school. And we're going to have some entertainment. Vanna Pachella, I believe, is our entertainment for that day.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking forward to her, who is just 16 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And her performances are just incredible.
Mm-hmm.
So looking forward to having her come along and join the party. Every single week, we've got some new entertainment. I am trying to have our weekly entertainment lineup is out. But we don't have our wellness program lineup out yet. And we're working better communication skills to get all of our vendors out there so that you can know and plan where to
Do you
find
need a
these people.
service to do that?
I do not need a service for that. I have her service. Her name is Emily, and she
Yes.
works really hard back behind the scenes at Lemonadio. So we
Mhm.
thank you very much, Miss Emily. We've also got Sandy helping us out with our nonprofit. We will, in fact, have lemonade that we are going to be doing for our lemonade nonprofit.
Very good.
I know. I contacted the Department of Health. We're working on it.
I was going to ask you if the Department
Absolutely.
of Health had checked it. You ought to get Dell's.
I know. It's my favorite.
I don't know, but Cape Cod is probably out of Dell's service area. I don't know if you could get a Dell's.
They come to the
lemonade.
Barnstable County Fair.
They do.
They do.
If you guys don't know what Dell's lemonade is,
It's my favorite.
you haven't lived.
I know. My favorite is the frozen little lemon peel that's in there.
Yep.
I'm like, if you find them in there, put them in my cup, please, because that's my favorite.
That's a Rhode Island, southeastern Mass kind of.
So
Kind of
good. That
thing.
and coffee milk.
Yes.
That's my brother's first request is like, we have to pick up Mackenzie tonight from the
Mhm.
airport in Providence.
Mhm.
And he's like, can we find somewhere with auto crack coffee syrup? I'm like, it's in the grocery store here. So
Right. Yeah.
coffee milk for you, buddy. We got it.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Good
definitely-
stuff.
I know, right? The weird stuff that you wouldn't think would be a regional thing for us.
Right.
People love it.
Oh, you mentioned coffee milk to anybody else
Yeah.
in any other part of the country, and they go, "What?"
I know. My garden is like half in. I still have vegetables to put in there. I haven't been doing very much at all.
Mhm.
And if I touch it, Lily gets mad. But then Lily doesn't have time to do it. They're going to the Red Sox tonight.
Oh, okay.
This is the last of their senior activities.
Okay.
I know that the yearbook came home.
Mm-hmm.
The sign came home.
Oh.
All of her personal records came home. I said, that nurse envelope's pretty thick.
Oh, Mariana's will be too when it finally comes home.
And then like the personal record of all of her school years and like the little cutout, they're like thumbnail photos of her throughout every year of school.
Oh my goodness.
And I was like, oh my God. Like,
My baby.
I know it got me in my heartstrings a little bit yesterday when I opened it up and I started going through with it. And then finally I looked and I was like, you only have 7 tickets to graduation? Why am I just finding this out because I went there? Well, I told Dad. Well, telling dad is like telling the wall. It's an abyss.
That's not. I mean,
Oh,
Dad
yeah.
would say. I mean, I would do the same thing. I'd say, okay, you got 7. We'll figure it out.
No, yeah, this one. Oh, yeah, I found that 2 days ago. That would have been nice before I started inviting more people because I didn't think that we had a number. So
Mhm.
now her job today is to go ask her friends who's got small families. So go figure out from your small family friends
Right.
who's got extra tickets.
Right.
Because that's not going to fly for us.
Right.
Otherwise, everybody else is going to be cheering from the parking lot, or I'm going to have to just sneak them into graduation.
Right.
I don't feel like I need to sneak people into graduation. There's like 80 kids graduating. It's like the smallest graduating class
Where do they hold?
inside the gymnasium.
I was going to say, if they hold it outside in the field, it doesn't make any difference.
Right. Which is, I don't know why we're doing that. I feel like it's going to be hot and sweaty in that gym.
I think it's going to be.
Yeah. What does the weather look like? It'll change anyway because it's Cape Cod.
Yeah, but. Fine, whatever. The Wi-Fi ain't working this morning, very well. Because I've tried to. I'm not getting it.
Okay.
Sorry. There's no weather. Here's the weather in Clearwell. That doesn't help anybody. Pawtucket,
right.
Mashpee. Here we go. Mashpee. No weather. Sorry.
All right. Saturday, it's going to be sunny and 72. We're fine.
So why sit in the gym when you
Yeah,
can
right?
sit outside?
Sunny and 72. We'll take it. Also, our farmer's market looks perfect for Sunday also.
Yay. And you've got something else going on at the same time. At Knockabout, right? Aren't there 2 things going on at the same time?
Yes, we've got our makers market that is happening over at the brewery proper. So we've got 2 markets happening. If you're looking to shop, we've got that for you. No problem. So I think we've got 10 people. Emily, you're going to have to give us a number on who's where. Because I definitely need to let people know. Just get out there and shop and stop by Knockabout, sip and shop wherever it is that you are.
But don't tie up the bartender when
Thank
you want to
you.
sip, okay?
No samples.
Right. Order something. if you don't like it, I don't think you can return it, but
Get in and get out.
right. Try it.
I'm kidding. There's plenty of time. Go over to the brewery for that.
Right. Yeah. Screw things up with the brewery, not at the farmer's
they've
market,
got more
please.
room at the bar over there. They've got
Right.
more people too. I saw
You got those people leaving 10:30 mass coming over. Don't tie them up. They're heading right to the bar.
I couldn't fall asleep last night.
All
and
those Irish Catholics, they're
Yeah,
going right to the bar.
Speaking of which, I just saw that if you use Irish Spring soap shavings and throw that around your garden, it keeps away the deer and the rabbits.
Oh,
Right? He's got like boxes of bars of Irish Spring. I think I'm going to just start shaving them around my lettuce because it looks really pretty right now. And that's usually when the rabbits start for it. Oh, looks good. You think you have lettuce? You don't have lettuce, lady.
yeah, but that doesn't speak well of Irish Spring, though, if it chases the animals away, right?
I'll take it. I think I've got that. Whatever
What
it
are you
is.
What are you wearing, honey? Oh, Irish Spring.
Keeping the animals away. I just noted it.
I don't think you'd want to keep the. Never mind.
All around the outside, Irish soap shavings. If anybody's got anything better, let me know because my lettuce looks good right now, which is indicating that it's going to be lost very shortly. It just is what happens. Either that or I just need to keep my cat right in the front yard.
Mm-hmm.
He loves the
little
bunny.
animals, doesn't he?
Oh my God, that thing is a murderer. Last night was so creepy. I came home.
Yeah.
And he was just like curled up like a loaf of bread sitting there. And I'm like, you ready to come in? I was like, you psycho.
Psycho kitty.
I know. I had to pick him up and bring him inside. He looked like just a deranged lunatic sitting there in the dark waiting to kill things. Like, that's why my lettuce looks so good right now.
Remember the Fools had that song Psycho Chicken?
Yeah, there you go.
As opposed to Psycho Killer, then Psycho Chicken, qu'est-ce que c'est? Quack, 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 quack.
That's good, Hank. We're going to take him on the road. He's been pent up. He missed a week of shows. Now
Right.
he's ready to go. He's like
Now
a wind-up toy.
Yep, now,
He's clucking all the way.
yes.
We've got Cirque du Soleil that is closing after 18 years.
Oh,
Last night I stayed up late and I started watching the Beach Boys documentary that's just came out on, I don't know, Nat Geo, I think it is.
they hate each other.
What, the Beach Boys and the Beatles? It actually.
Oh, the Beach Boys hate each other.
Oh, well, I mean,
Individually, they hate each
Who's
other.
left alive? It's just Brian Wilson and Love, right?
I think so. No, Jardine.
Okay.
There's
Yeah.
3 of them.
Well, they were all, none of them were together talking about this. So
See, they hate each other.
I don't know. I feel like that's strong. But it was talking about how the Beach Boys would go back and forth with the Beatles. Like the Beatles would come out with something and the Beach Boys were like, we can't have that. We're the boy band that's in charge here.
Right.
And then they would go and make this new album. And then the Beatles would listen to that and then one up the other one.
Right.
So they were just kind of talking about the companionship of the two of them and how they pushed each other to have like this most amazing music
Right.
there really ever was
Mm-hmm.
in this competition with each other.
Right. What was the album that Good Vibrations was on was the response to Sergeant Pepper, or the other way around? I forget.
Pet Sounds.
Pet Sounds. Oh, Pet Sounds. That's got to be the favorite Beach Boy. When you were young and in love, you put Pet Sounds on.
Yeah. I mean,
I suspect it would still work.
It's just such a well-crafted, wonderful album.
Yep.
And it was just really funny when we talk about creativity. Today is National Creativity Day. And when Brian Wilson flexed his creativity and wanted to do something different, that wasn't what people expected of him.
Right.
And then his backing, Capitol Records, wanted nothing to do with it. They released a Best of the Beach Boys album and didn't promote Pet Sounds,
right,
because they just couldn't wrap their brain around why people would want to embrace that.
Yeah.
When that's all people wanted to do was embrace something different.
Yeah.
And I think that a lot of entrepreneurs and people that are listening to our show right now, please do what you do and create the things that you want to, because you know what? We need new things. And I think we get stuck in the rut of doing it this way because we've always done it this way.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just a good reminder for me to watch that last night and be like, no, that album was probably the best album that was ever made ever.
Yeah.
And you know, where they
one of them, yeah,
put him in this space where he was this genius because he was neurodivergent.
Right.
And they didn't know how to explain that to people.
Right. Yeah.
And he didn't fit a mold that would be a cookie cutter boy band mold. And like the amount of drama that they had to go through to keep this band looking a certain way, when on the back end of that, it was nothing like that whatsoever.
Oh no. Oh no.
And I think in 2024, we're just not putting up that facade anymore. We want the dirt, the nasty, the real true. We're looking for authentic things. And I'm excited that we're here at Lemonadio being that authentic thing, whether it's good, bad, ugly, weird, clucking like a chicken. We welcome you into our show space. I had a great conversation with Don and Will, who are the owners of the Quashnet Grill, last night. And we were just talking about how difficult it is right now to trust anything, run anything, or just function in regular society.
Right. Right.
And I think if we're all just kind of letting each other do what we do best and accepting of that space without judgment, I think we'll all be better off. And I'm not preaching at this point. It was just a nice way to cap off my evening with this Beach Boys movie, show, whatever it was that I ended up being sucked into before I fell asleep last night, to be like, see, he was a weirdo. He created things and no one listened to him.
Right. Right. Oh, he was a weirdo.
But it's good. I love weirdos. Bring it on, everybody. Whatever it is that you do, please, we want to know about it. You can shoot us an email always, info@lemonadio.com. I've got to run because I've got an interview with Alex Torres, who is coming to perform his Latin infusion. And I'll add it to the show on tomorrow's episode.
Excellent.
He is doing 2 shows. One is at Cape Cod Beer, and the other one is at Mashpee High School.
Mm-hmm.
And that is a fundraiser for the Boys and Girls Club. He comes, he goes into the music department, and he teaches them about Latin sounds. He brings out the drums and he lets the kids kind of play with it. And then
Very
he does
cool.
a performance, and he works for the school system in Schenectady, New York.
Mm-hmm.
But his music is just joyful, amazing, a wonderful infusion of Latin flavor
Right.
and something different.
Yes.
So we've got that coming up June 6th, by the way. You can grab your tickets. I think I dropped the link on eventsoncape.com.
I think you did. I think I've seen it.
Yeah. So if you've got a chance to grab tickets to that show, I highly suggest that you get there. And then there's another show later on that evening at Cape Cod Beer. And you can go and see them there if that time frame doesn't work for you. There are 2 shows about town, both of which we love and support and work with: Mashpee High School Boys and Girls Club and Cape Cod Beer. We are so thankful for our wonderful connected sponsors, Steamship Authority and Barnstable County Fair. We've got a meeting. There's a fair in the air next week, and I'm really excited.
Are they going to have some cool acts this year?
They've got some interesting acts this year, and we're going to
That's a different answer.
Yeah.
I said cool. You said interesting.
I am excited. They're doing some different stuff this year, and I think it's going to be a big hit.
Really?
And before I roll out their thunder,
Okay.
I'm going to wait until next week. But you can always go on their website and check out what it is that they're.
Oh, is it
working
posted
on.
already?
It is posted already.
All right, I'll have to look.
Yeah.
Because when we first moved here, bumping up years ago, we used to go. One of my favorite bands growing up was Gary Lewis and the Playboys. You know, This Diamond Ring and all of that. And I had, I don't know, it was Jerry Lewis's kid,
Shine
Gary.
for me anymore.
Right.
Sorry.
Right. He played at the fair.
That's awesome.
And I was so excited that I finally got to see Gary Lewis and the Playboys.
Yep.
Most people, it doesn't mean a damn thing to any of you, but it was a real highlight for me. And we saw the Starship there.
That's awesome.
With Mickey,
I don't know.
the lead singer. Mickey, what's
Don't
his
remember.
name? Who was Mickey, blah, blah, blah. He became the lead singer of the Starship, had a bunch of hits, but before that, he performed with Elvin Bishop. He sang Fooled Around and Fell in Love. Mickey Thomas.
Yeah,
Mickey
I was going to
Thomas.
say Mickey Thomas.
And the weird thing was all the members of the band afterwards came out and signed autographs, except him.
Why?
Because he thought he was special.
You're still a superstar, buddy? You're not.
No. And the drummer was this big, bald dude with an earring. And I don't know how old Megan was, but he just saw this little girl in the crowd, and he kept smiling at her and waving to her. And it was really cool. But he was a legit big time star. And he was, they were the Jefferson Airplane. Then they became the Starship.
Right.
Then they became the Jefferson Starship. And then they all came back together again. It was Grace Slick and Mickey Thomas and the whole crew. But I was excited that I got to see the Starship and I got to see Gary Lewis and the Playboys.
That was one of our trivia questions this week, was a version of Starship in there.
Oh, really?
Because there was a bunch of them.
Oh, there was a bunch of
Yeah.
them. Oh yeah, they kept changing and
Yep.
kept the name going and all of that. There was someone you would see all the time. Did I mention this?
Jefferson Starship?
Right. The Starship, all of those things. Do you know that Bill Walton saw 1,000 Grateful Dead shows?
You did. We talked about
By
that
the
on
way,
Tuesday.
Yeah. Yeah. People are going, really? Yeah, he did.
I was at one of Jerry's last shows.
Really?
I'm like, why am I here? My boyfriend at the time loved them, and I just
Really?
didn't get it. I'm like, this is okay. I was a jock. I was not a pot smoker. I was
Right.
like, I do not get this.
Somebody told
Where the hell am I?
Somebody told a great story. I forget who it was, that a bunch of the Celtics,
Different story now, but
that a bunch of the Celtics wanted to go see the Dead.
yeah.
This was the Larry Bird, Robert Parrish, all those guys.
Yeah, but I could see them getting down with a joint and playing bongos. Like I definitely see that, even though they are athletes.
Oh yeah. So they said to Bill Walton, "Do you really know them?"
Yeah.
And Bill Walton goes, "Yeah." And they said, "You think they can get us? You think you can get us in?" So what they did was the show was at the Garden, and they created this area on the side of the
Bubble.
stage that the audience couldn't see, but they could see the stage.
That's kind of cool.
And all the Celtics
Yeah.
went to this Dead concert for like 5 hours. And when it was actually, like, maybe Bill Walton, maybe it was a clip of Bill Walton telling the story. And when it was all over, the Celtics were like, "Can we come again?"
That's awesome.
And you wouldn't think Larry Bird and Robert Parrish, well, maybe Larry Bird, but
I definitely see them getting down with some Dead.
right.
Too funny. Good stories. Have a great weekend, everybody. I don't know what it is that you're doing, but hopefully you're not working so hard. And to all of the graduates, good luck to you. I'm so excited for what will be for you, whatever it is, however it is that you're coming at people. Hank, what do you got for lunch break?
Lunch break today. It's Thursday. It's date night. So we've got the top movies of the week. And apparently this past weekend was a bit of a disappointment
I'm not surprised.
In
I can't
terms
tell
of-
you one thing that's in the box office.
in terms of the box office. Yeah, I looked at the list and I'm like, what?
It's not movie watching season. It's get the hell outside season.
Right.
All right. So Hank's coming up next, everybody, whatever it is that you do. We love you and have a great day. Flex your creativity on this National Creativity Day. And we'll talk to you soon.
See you soon, kids.
Cliff is out tonight over at 10 Pin. If you're looking for trivia, you will find him there 6 until 8. Bree is over at Cape Cod Beer with her own tap room trivia. That is from 6 until 8 tonight. Have a great night, everybody, and we'll talk later. Bye. So long. Farewell.
Auf Wiedersehen, goodbye.
Now I'm going to have this diamond ring doesn't shine
Shine
for me anymore.